Hi, this is Eric Lehman, and welcome to another edition of Morning Has Broken, and I Don't Want to Fix It. Wow, it's been again a long time since last recording an episode of this title. And again, it's been a rich experiential month. And so I'm here in gratitude. I'm here after a long rainstorm that apparently unloaded 5 or 6 inches of rain in a very small amount of time, and a good number of houses have taken on a good amount of water. And it just made me think so much and humble myself even further about the power and beauty and grace and majesty of water. Water has no ill intent, but yet it does make itself known. Water is so patiently powerful. It's amazing. Sometimes it comes inches at a time, and sometimes it just sprinkles, and it's amazing how many different forms it takes on. And when it freezes, it does things. When it gets hot, it boils, and steam happens, and engines can be powered, and there's amazing metaphors and analogies that all have water as the foundation. So I come before you today just in true humility for what water is, and what it means to me is it's actually in a way an aspiration. I do want to live and be like water. I want to have the patient power to persist in any way that I need to, in the same way that water does. Water just doesn't really have an agenda. It just knows its only job is to flow downstream. And so maybe that's the kernel, the pearl for today is how do we honor the flow and the water within us, and how do we become more like water? How do we flow gently down the stream? Sometimes I know I've tried to row upstream just to prove that I could, and I haven't done it once. I've done it a whole number of times in my life, and there are some aspects of my life I'm continuing to do it. And there are others where I've just finally said, yes, okay, I can be like water on this aspect of life or living. And it's really interesting. Like once you come to the point of that blessed humility, that space where you're like, okay, just breathe, look at the water, recognize the water, honor the water. The water didn't mean to hurt anyone, even though it came down with what seemed like a vengeance. It was just water. It was just flowing downstream, and it found downstream however it needed to. So I ask you, where are you trying to row upstream? Where are you working so hard against the flow of the universe just to prove that you can? And maybe you can ask yourself, is it worth it? What am I trying to prove? Is there a reason that I need to make it feel this hard? Will I appreciate it more if I get there my own way? I'll tell you, I used to do that a lot. As soon as someone told me what direction to go, I would run the other way just to do it my way. And I've got mentors and people I love and mentors I love. And there are times where sometimes I just still want to do it another way, just because. And sometimes I'm thinking that it is more like water to do it this way. Maybe sometimes it looks lazy. Maybe a lot of times it looks lazy. very possible. It may also be the way of the universe, not to be lazy, but to be in flow. Flow is a very important part of all of our lives. I've just connected with a good number of friends, both old and new, and I can just tell within moments of picking up the phone and hearing their voice whether their energy is in flow or they're rowing upstream. It's almost instantaneous. And I'm wondering if there are people who've lived their whole lives rowing upstream just to prove that they can. And I wonder what it would mean for them to turn downstream and say, okay, I've pushed against this flow long enough. I'm going to let go. One of the things I'm learning is that every time I try to make something happen, my oar breaks. I get too attached to outcomes. I put unnecessary pressures on situations that just need room to breathe, just need to be in their own flow. I've done this with love. I've done this in business. I've done this in a lot of different arenas. So I'm here humbly, like water, admitting how human I am. And today I want to let go more fully, want to surrender, or more fully surrender, and let go of these oars. The oars have not served me, have not served my true self truly. So today I share this with you in the hopes that perhaps we might be asking ourselves the same questions, like why do we need to make it this hard? Can we just appreciate happiness in whatever way it shows up and just let it be and surrender? I'm going to end for now and say I love you all. I miss you. It's been a while since we've last connected, and I hope to be more regular. Thank you so much. Bye.